So when you're looking for a specific contact at a company, but you don't have a contact name or email address, what you want to do is go to the LinkedIn Advanced Search. Now, there are certain functions that are available for advanced users as well as for the free users. What I'm going to show you is utilizing the free version. Say, for example, I knew the title of a person I was looking for, again, not knowing the actual company. So say I was looking for a Chief Marketing Officer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Chief Marketing Officer is the title, and I'm looking for my area is a San Francisco area. So I want to use a zip code. Everything on LinkedIn is zip code driven. So I'm going to type in zip code in San Francisco, and I want to look at within the 10 miles. Now, the industry that, say, for example, I'm focused on is the sports industry. So let's just use the keyword sports. Utilize, again, going back to the title, I'm trying to find a Chief Marketing Officer in the sports industry in the San Francisco area. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to click on search, and then it's going to give me, so far here's 295 results for sports. Again, I use current or past. Let's even narrow it down further because I want someone that's currently the Chief Marketing Officer. But if I wanted to expand my search, I can do past. So let's just do current, and let's see how many that decreases 295 from. So there's a lot of different ways you can search LinkedIn. So now I have 47 people with the title of Chief Marketing Officer in the sports industry. Now, as you can see, there's different ones, and it doesn't mean they have to be actually in the industry, so let me take that back. They just have the keyword sports in there, so they may not even be in sports. They may just have the word sports somehow on their profiles. Okay, so I see that Greg, he's the Chief Marketing Officer at Leapfrog, so he also previously looks like he worked at Mattel Sports Division, so he may be a good connection for who I'm trying to connect to. So what we want to do is we want to highlight Greg's name as well as his job title and his company, and we want to right-click and click on copy. Then we want to go over to the eGrabber tool, and you can see eGrabber, it's got new, paste. So we just want to click on paste. So what it's going to do is going to look for Greg's email information. And as you can see, it's already working. So it already found the next best email right now, which is the GAHEARN at leapfrog.com. And with that, it did a search based upon all the different email addresses that it was able to pull up for Leapfrog, and it found his email here. So now you have Greg's email address directly, and now we're able to find information quite quickly, as you can see. So with this, another feature on the eGrabber, which I found, is if you were to click the down arrow here, you can also see that it pulls in other email addresses and information as well. So if you look through here are all these other different email addresses that Leapfrog uses. So it's really a good database of information that if you're not able to reach out to Greg, there might be some other ways to connect with Greg or other people at Leapfrog, because as you see, this pulls in all the different email addresses that are used by leapfrog.com. So you can just quickly look here, different information that's found for the email addresses. Not only Greg's email at Leapfrog, but you also have different email addresses. So looking at another Chief Marketing Officer, I looked at Susan Stillings, and again, company name, entered her information, and it again gave me her best email. But a really cool feature that I found out on here is where you can actually find out where this email came from. So we know the internet is a vast, never-ending place of information, and getting information, of course, when we Google search, we only maybe look at the first or second page. So with this program, it seems like it digs pretty deep and is able to find some information. So what I did was I clicked on this button right here, and this opens the source document. So this is going to give me exactly where they found Susan's email address. So a lot of times you may think, okay, it's probably going to be on maybe the website or something else, but this one was really cool, and this one I want to share with everybody because this is like a treasure trove. If I could use information, I would, but I don't need it, but you never know, I might need it someday. So with this, there's a couple ways. I could click here, and then my browser will open the source document, but also, too, they have this cool feature, this browser on button, which actually opened another browser within the eGrabber. So if, I clicked on this utilizing the eGrabber browser, and then it pulls up this spreadsheet. Now, I was just expecting just to see her name and where they got this from, but this is the spreadsheet that this came from. So if anybody on this call needs Chief Marketing Officers, this spreadsheet right here, I was just looking at some of the company names. This came from a Daily Vista Q1 Decision Makers on the Move. So Dish Network, General Motors. It's got the contact information for these folks, their new title, where they came from. Here's Tommy John. I mean, a lot of these are well-known names. Intravision, there's, it just keeps going, Experian, Avon, there's Social Gaming Sparkling, there's Target, Alaska Airlines. These are all their email addresses or phone numbers on this spreadsheet. So I wasn't looking for this. I was just looking for her email address, but this source document pulled up all this information. So if anybody listening to this, seeing this, wants this, I'm sure I can give you a good deal for $9.99 if you're interested in this. But again, you know, great information, and wasn't expecting this. So I definitely wanted to share that with anybody that's listening.